Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and I'm bringing you a glorious example of the well-loved Ford Escort XR3i Cabriolet from 1990, and I can assure you it really is as good in real life as these video and photographs will suggest. 76,000 miles, collaborated with some old MOTs. The car comes with 2 keys. It has its handbooks from when it was new, and it's just super clean. Lattice alloys, I'm pretty sure that they called those. Lattice, is that right? Or RS cross alloys? I'm sorry, there's going to be a Ford fan who's going to put me right on that, I'm sure. But they are correct for this EFI model. And I'm going to get a bit closer to the paintwork and show you just how bright and incredibly shiny and rust free, dent free it is. So let's move in a bit closer, and I'm pretty sure the earlier XR3i's were probably Rosso red or sunburst red, and I think this one's called a radiant red, but it really is radiant. The previous owner was very particular about not wanting stone chips, so you would notice that it actually runs all the way down the side of the driver's door there. That of course can be taken off, and just as precautionary as the boot lid as well. Absolutely flawless paint here, really good. I'm having a slow walk around here so you can see just how bright and presentable this paintwork is. It literally has a sort of as new showroom shine to it. It's a real credit to the owner. This car's really been loved and looked after. There's a full set of Michelin tyres, which are all matching and in excellent condition. And as I go through the front here, a bit of a bump stop here, which isn't usually on the car, but again, it's something that somebody's done to match it up. And as I go across his bonnet, again, I hope you can see just how absolutely perfect that paint is. Absolute stunning condition. The roof had been replaced about 2 years ago, so it has again a feel of almost a well, it virtually is new. It's in excellent condition, the roof, and I happen to know that there is a tonneau cover in the back here which is in remarkable condition as well. And apparently when this car was bought, the owner tells me that it had actually never been fitted to a car before, so he did very well to find that. Now these particular XR3i Cabriolets have got a manual roof. Roof comes down and the tonneau cover fits across the back, and it's grey, which contrasts with the Recaro seats inside. So while we're outside, I'm going to give you a slower walk around just so you can see just how good this paintwork is. Super shiny. I mean, I could literally drive off from the car park here, take this car to a car show, and I'd expect to do very well. It really is in that condition. We see a lot of Fords at Bradley James Classics, and actually at the time of making this film there is a Mark III XR3i convertible. There's another Mark IV XR3i convertible which is in remarkable condition, slightly less mileage than this one, and we've got a Mark V SI convertible, which is a double overhead cam 1800 engine. So to have 4 Escort Cabriolets in is quite a rarity. So that's obviously a pillarless frame, and the seats are in good condition, and that rear seat really has had an easy life. let's have a sit behind the wheel. I'll talk to you a little bit about what we've got inside. So for those of you who had one of these back in the day, you may remember that bit of perforation in the steering wheel, a stubby little indicator stalk and light stalk. There's your 76,000 miles, that's your period stereo. Your cassette player, there's your spare key here. All the plastics are in excellent condition. On the dashboard there's no splits. In fact, even up these pillars here, which they don't always do so well, it is in truly excellent condition. One of the benefits of the Fords of this era, you had the front and rear demisters, and if you look very closely inside that windscreen, I doubt you'll be able to see it. You might be able to. There's actually an electric element. They had their digital clock up here, just below the light. I don't know if you can actually see that. That's all working lovely. And there's your glove box. So, having taken this car for a drive, she drives beautifully well. We sell our cars with a year MOT, and we do a thorough PDI in our own workshop to make sure the car is as good when it gets to you and it's ready to entertain. And I'm going to show you under the bonnet. And for those of you that can remember, the bonnet release is just underneath the steering wheel cowling there. A one-handed operation to open the bonnet, which isn't too bad on these Escorts. It's just about finding that little clip. And here we are. She is absolutely super clean under here. Now, for those of you in the know, it's always a good idea to make sure that the battery tray is still present on these cars, because they were sadly notorious for departing due to rust, corrosion. All of the paintwork on these inner wings and these strut tops are all excellent, and that's that 1600 EFI engine, all looking very nice, all very colourful under here, everything present and correct as you would expect. And as I mentioned earlier, I believe it's been a real credit to the previous owner. Let's step back, and if I happen to have the key in my pocket, which I hope to, why don't I see if I can just give the ignition a turn, and so you can hear just how lovely these Escorts sound. Alright, back in again. And rock solid underneath, by the way. We have had this car on top of the on our ramp, 4-post ramp. Absolutely perfect underneath, fully understeeled, no holes, no corrosion, no issues, in absolutely excellent condition. So I appear to have left the key for this car back in my office. I'm usually in the habit of doing a video with the roof up and the roof down, so at some point during the photograph session I will take some photos of the car with the roof down as well. So folks, that's coming up to 9 minutes worth of a walk around video for a 1990 XR3i, 76,000 miles, real stunning condition. This will be a fantastic addition to a fast Ford collection, or a car that you can tuck away for the sunny weather to get that roof down and trips to the coast. They were always a very reliable car, well loved in this country, and I think you'll find that excellent examples in this condition are getting harder to find, and our general advice is buy the best you can within your budget. And I certainly think this is one of the nicest, straightest XR3i cabriolets I've seen. Being the 1990 model, you are getting the punchiness of the EFI engine, whereas a lot of people prefer those. And I've got to say that this one as I mentioned earlier, is among the nicest we've seen. We're just blessed to have more than one XR3i in stock at the moment. We try to get them as nice as we can, and I think we've been blessed with this one. Well, that's Danny at Bradley James Classics signing out. Thank you for tuning in to my walk around video. Wish you the best, and please get in touch if you'd like to arrange to come and have a look at this car. Thanks folks, bye now.